Hi, it's Roni, and welcome to How to Kill a Kit with Style, August 2019. I'm going to be scrapping these 3 pictures right here, and I am also going to be using a sketch that was for one of the challenges at Mercy Tierra's 27-day challenge, and this is for the Summer Inspiration Challenge, and it's the one on the left. I am going to rotate the sketch and have my pictures more vertical. And the sketch shows 4 pictures, but I only have 3. But my pictures are bigger than the ones in the sketch too. So I'm going to take up more space. My background will be bigger because of that. And also my tags will be bigger. And the one in the center is going to be bigger than the other 2. It's that one right there. I didn't want to cut the tops of their heads off, and I didn't want to cut off where his little arms around Reagan, so I wanted both of those things to show, so I had to make it just a little bit bigger. And I'm going to cut off part of this because I'm not going to need all of it. And then I'm also going to cut a strip later to go on the right hand side, because the sketch does show a strip of paper on both sides, but since I just went all the way over to the end, I won't be able to add a strip to the left side. And I'm only adding adhesive on the right side of this piece of paper because I'm going to cut out the back and save some of that white cardstock, and this is American Crafts cardstock. And the kit I'm using is Echo Park Best Summer Ever, I think is what it's called. I should know by now as many layouts as I've done out of it, but yeah, I think that's what it is. And I'm laying my pictures out, trying to decide what I'm going to do next. Oh, I am going to cut a ribbon, punch a ribbon, not cut, with that Martha Stewart punch. And it's I'm calling it ribbon, but you slide ribbon into it. But I'm going to slide paper into it. I'm going to slide the same paper that I used to cut it out with, so it's going to be white on white, and then on top of the scallop and the rest of the gingham. And that scallop is something I'd cut out earlier in the month. It was probably maybe even the first layout I did, and then I changed my mind about using it, so it's been sitting in my kit all month, and I kept trying to figure out how I wanted to use it, and I finally said I'd use it today with this sketch. Oh, I gotta do it again because the top part isn't all the way up, and I figured if I was going to trim some off, I was going to trim it off the bottom, but it's just a little bit short, and I didn't get enough the first time, so I had to do it again the second time. And yeah, it turns out looking fine because, you know, I did get enough. And this is where I'm going to cut that little strip to go on the right hand side. And like I said, the sketch shows it on the right hand side, so I thought I'd put it there. And I thought about stitching it, but then I decided no, I just leave it the way it was. There wasn't much there, and it does show a little cluster down on the right hand corner in the sketch. I am going to put that there, but by the time I got my title on, the title shows it going in the bottom left, but my tags are so big and my pictures are so big I don't have room for it there. And besides that, my title's pretty big too. I do not think it would fit there even if I had smaller tags, so I'm going to have to put my title in the upper right hand corner. But all 3 of them fit there pretty good. And yeah, I did cut 4x6s down. I could have printed smaller and then like 3x4, which I think is what the sketch calls for, but these were already printed and I didn't want to waste them, so I used them. I've had them printed for several years. I scrapped some of the pictures on that day. That was a family reunion, and I just recently pulled them out to scrap some more. And I thought I was going to use that summer there, but then I found this word summer and it was bigger, and I thought it'd have a little more impact on my title, and so I decided to add it. My title's going to be Sunkissed in the Sweet Summertime. No, Sunkissed in the Sweet Old Summertime, OLE. Yeah, but that's what my title's going to be, and I'm going to spend a while trying to decide what letters. I thought about using them, but there was no mint green anywhere else on the layout. It's pretty monochromatic, and so I thought, well, I'll see how I can add it, and I couldn't find anything I wanted to add it with. So I went back to the monochromatic and decided to use these, and these alphas are by the Pretty Little Studio, and they're on vellum, so they're a really pretty little sticker, and they go on pretty good too, and they stick well, so I don't even have to put any glue behind them, and that's always a plus. And I had some pink and white twine, so I'm going to add little bows to the tags, and I believe they just looped theirs through, but I decided I wanted bows on mine. Probably kind of overdid the bows that way since there are 3 tags, but yeah, that's what I ended up doing. And that little cluster in the bottom right, it shows it on the sketch, and it says This Moment on it, and I'm going to add some fussy cut flowers and strawberries, and yeah, just they're just flowers and strawberries. I fussy cut them last night while watching TV because I was looking at what I had left, which is a lot of scraps mostly. I do have one full sheet, I think, of the pattern paper left, and then some scraps, and I really don't have any of the cardstock left that I put in to start with because I've had some over the month. But yeah, I don't have a whole lot left. I have a few bigger pieces of scraps, but these were so small most people would have probably just thrown them away. But I thought, they weren't worth much unless they were fussy cut, because I couldn't think of anything else to use them for. So I sat there and fussy cut them so I'd have them ready when I got ready to do a layout, and they wouldn't get thrown away. And once I started this layout, I thought, man, those will go really good on there. And so yeah, I'm going to put them on here. I am going to glue some down and then put some up on foam tape. And it's going to take me like 30 minutes probably to do all them. So most of it is going to get cut out. But yeah, I will show scattering them around, because where you see them scattered at is where they're going to end up being. And all I'm going to do is pick them up and glue them down. I think I moved like one in the whole bunch and changed my mind about where I had it at. But the rest go right where they're at. And yeah, I'm fussing with that, trying to decide. I knew that spot was empty when I put it there, and I thought I might find something to fill in that spot because I didn't like it. And then when I decided to use these fussy cut flowers, I thought that'd be great. So that's why I'm filling that in earlier than some of the other places. And you can see over in the bowl there's quite a few, so I'm going to sprinkle them through the layout. And this one I put foam tape on half of it, and the other half I'm going to put wet glue and have it on the M. But yeah, that foam tape wanted to stick to my fingers much better than the little flower. But yeah, I finally get it. I fight with it, and I prevailed. I won. It is on the paper. It did go on my layout. And I'm not sure what I'm doing there. I think I had to add one more little piece and didn't realize I was out of frame. Yeah, I'm getting the poker tool, so yeah, that's what I'm doing, is getting it fixed. And all the rest are going to go on there. There's only a few that's the white flower. Most of them are the pink flower or strawberries. But they are going to be scattered all through there. And I think it adds a little bit to it. And I do put a few on top of that ribbon. But yeah, that little flower that went down there on that tag just now, it's one that I said that I was going to end up moving, and I'm going to put it on the middle tag because I find half of a red flower in that bunch. You can see it right there. There it is, because I'm going to put it right underneath that tag, and then I'm going to put that red, kind of looks like a rose, but it's one of those red flowers, only it's just really tiny. And after I get all them on there, I decide I need some sprinkled sequins. Yeah, these are the Felicity Jane ones, and I still have not found the lid. But I haven't spilt any lately, I don't think, in the last few layouts. So I am sprinkling them on the page, and I'm going to end up gluing them on pretty much same place I sprinkled them at. If there's two colors beside each other that's the same, I don't mind, because it looks more random having them that way, so I just go ahead and glue them down that way. I might move one or two over, but usually they stay right where they land. I don't move very many around. And I thought, I really need to get out my jewel picker or whatever that thing is and use it, because these are awful tiny and my fingers are awful clumsy. And so I got it out, but because they are tiny and it's wet glue, I had to use the poker tool too. And this is my layout. I'm done. I have the 3 tags on the left hand side, a little cluster on the right, and it's my take on the sketch for the Summer Inspiration Challenge for Mercy Tiara's 27-day challenge. And I do have close-ups. Yeah, I did take close-ups of these pictures. So here's the layout finished, and see that this moment, you can see it's a little bit wrinkled. It's been in my bowl for a good while, so I've kind of dug through that bowl and dug through it, but I did get it on a layout, and once it's on under the page protector, you won't hardly even notice that little bit of wrinkle. But there's my title with those vellum stickers, and there's my twine with the pink and the white. And this twine's a little thicker. I got it on a Black Friday sale, and I got quite a few on that sale, and they have lasted me for years now. I don't think I'll ever have to buy any twine again. But check out Mercy Tiara's 27-day challenge group on Facebook and get in on Summer Inspiration Challenges. They're good. You can do it till September 2nd. And tomorrow there's going to be a YouTube video hop. So make sure you hop in here and check it out. There will be a sponsor with a prize and everything. Also, if you leave a comment below, I'll be sure to respond. If you like the video, if you'd hit thumbs up, I'd love it. And if you haven't subscribed, I'd love to have you subscribe. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. Bye.